Hello, dear friends. We are in the year of the fall. The old world must fall before the new one begins. Opinion piece. Year of madness. Solar storm. Energy wave. Think logically. Systemic failure. Global liberation. Cosmic intelligence. Elimination of taxes. Burst of solar activity. New Year in crescendo. Increased external energy. Divine sovereignty of the soul. Freedom, wealth, and happiness. Let's start. According to Gold Telegraph, 2025 will be a year of madness. The Federal Reserve is still worried about inflation. The European Central Bank is worried about the economic slowdown. The Bank of England is worried about stagflation. The Bank of Japan is confused. Canada doesn't have gold yet. Happy New Year, my friends. In the past few hours, Earth has witnessed a significant escalation in ionized radiation and energetic frequencies, a phenomenon that resonates deeply with the rhythms of existence. As a result, sleep disturbances and heightened skin sensitivity may have arisen, acting as subtle reminders of our interconnectedness with the cosmos, according to an Arcturian message from Alexander Quinn. However, the energy currents are not stilled. Within the next few hours, the already amplified waves are about to double or even triple in intensity, heralding a period of energetic challenge over the following days. These moments demand conscious navigation, seeking spaces of tranquility, where any emotional turbulence will not flare up. You will enter a crescendo in the new year with a huge wave of energetic surges. Use it to your advantage, allowing it to fuel the creation of that which your deepest desire yearns for. Let forethought and care guide your preparations, ensuring inner harmony as outer energy increases. I wish you much love as you navigate these potent times. Solar storm. One of the strongest bursts of solar activity recorded in 2024. One of the strongest bursts of activity in 2024 was recorded on the Sun, with two more powerful flares, which were detected on December 30th. Coronal mass ejections will touch the Earth and create auroras. A strong G3 class solar storm is developing on January 1st as Earth passes through the wake of a coronal mass ejection that struck on December 31st. If the storm persists at this level of intensity, aurora at mid-latitudes could become visible after local nightfall in the US and Europe. As predicted, a solar wave impacted Earth's magnetic field on December 31st. The impact triggered geomagnetic storms and auroras well outside the Earth circle. According to Geshe-Rash, you were coded to wake up during this time. It is within the divine blueprint of your soul that you become a fully realized ascended master. This is your destiny. You will achieve this in this lifetime. Rise in love and raise your frequency, and feel yourself expanding into higher versions of yourself. Strange and disturbing event just occurred at CERN, according to Media Greedy. Something huge just happened at CERN, and no one is talking about it loud enough. Scientists may have done the unthinkable, opened a door to the fifth dimension, a realm of existence that could rewrite the rules of reality as we know it. This is not just revolutionary, it is mind-blowing. While the world is busy celebrating the new year, Zend's Large Hadron Collider is smashing particles together at breakneck speed, tearing apart the fabric of our universe. But it gets even crazier. On the same day, NASA launched not one, not two, but 3 rockets. Coincidence? Not by chance. Something huge is happening right under our noses, and it's time to demand answers. Let's tear away the veil of secrecy and dive headfirst into what could be the most monumental event in human history. Avalon. In her latest book, A Hypnotist's Journey to Avalon, Sarah Brexman-Cosme examines the testimony of clients she has hypnotically regressed to learn about their past life memories associated with Atlantis and Avalon. She discovers the existence of red crystals brought to Earth in ancient times that continue to hold great power and influence in mysterious civilizations such as Avalon in the British Isles. In addition, Brexman speaks of mythological beings such as fairies, dragons, and elves, which her clients reveal as authentic beings that flourished or continue to exist in the British Isles. She believes that magic is the essence of creation and will help practitioners connect with their higher self. Failure. According to Covermore, the dark forces are already held captive, and the light forces have always been in control. Humans have been allowed to experience lies and deception as a spiritual test to determine which souls ascend to the new earth. Although most humans will experience it, ascension is primarily for the benefit of the native souls of Earth. Starseeds always return home anyway. The current system has failed, says Peter B. Mayer. People will be surprised how quickly major obstacles can be overcome with a few sensible measures. Imagine what would happen if everyone paid a low income tax and all other taxes were abolished: corporate tax, social security, payroll tax, and all local taxes, levies, fines, and fees. Many have realized that taxes, borrowing, and spending do not create wealth, and that the current system has failed. Real wages have fallen so much that the wealth gap has multiplied. Collusion between governments and banks is increasingly evident, so radical changes are needed to revive the economy. When people only pay 15% or less of their income in taxes, regardless of where they come from, and when all other loopholes and havens and incorporate rebates are removed, everyone will pay the same flat rate and the sky will be the limit. There is no need to put your gold-backed money in the bank. Just keep it in your safe. Your reward will be a world of freedom. The battle to free planet Earth as humankind is coming to an end. Do not give up now, but continue with more energy. We are now within sight of the safe harbor, and all that remains is to sail into a world of prosperity, abundance, and boundless love. The reward is a world of absolute freedom, wealth, and happiness. The truly awakened are now asking themselves if they are fit to enter the new 5D world. It is expected that at least 1/3 of the world's population will be able to pass the final test. All incarnated souls now have an equal chance of passing. No top scores are required to pass. Even mediocrity has a good chance of passing. The requirements are honesty, sincerity, openness towards others, and unconditional love for other human beings, animals, and nature. Be happy with your mind and your life. Forget about corrupt governments, because they will disappear. Some say that money buys happiness, but money only buys matter. Happiness and true wealth come from within. For example, by making real things and offering services that do not generate debt. This needs no further explanation. The house of cards of the oppressors has collapsed behind the scenes. More and more people finally see the strings that connect the puppets to their drivers. These are the elected politicians. People can see now the puppeteers are being directed and set up. They are no longer hidden in the shadows as they used to be. Cosmic intelligence. Everything that crosses our path comes at the right time and place, and it is cosmic intelligence that determines the moment of the long-awaited breakthrough. It is about combining intuition and logical thinking. It is the end of one era and the beginning of a new one. When a person is healthy, their body is in complete harmony and is able to heal itself and increase its vitality. Consciousness is the key to entering the fifth dimensional world. You have that key when your consciousness tells you, do it or fail. You are alone in that moment. No one will judge you or reward you, but you will feel it when it happens. The Schumann resonance measurement increases to 40 Hz for entry into the 5D world. This frequency transforms foreign negative forces into positive energies through the chakras of the body. Openness and the flow of energy through the chakras are necessary to become aware of oneself and live in harmony with the spiritual nature, which leads to physical, mental, and emotional health. Chakra is a Sanskrit word that literally means wheel or disc. To visualize chakra in the body, imagine a spinning wheel of energy where the chakras meet consciousness and matter. They are believed to be charged through contact with the cosmic energy flow of the universe. Each chakra is associated with a gland, organ, body system, and the specific frequency of that color. In addition, each energetic vibration plays an important role in creating our balance. This energy centers vibrate at different levels depending on the consciousness of each human being and the ability to integrate the characteristics of each center in their life. However, most of humankind is unable to activate this impulse in the higher heart, as the fourth strand of DNA is cut in the period between adolescence and adulthood, which is linked to the creation and spread of ailments due to emotional and physical imbalances. It is unnatural when an individual cannot captivate their mind and access the fourth strand of DNA, so the soul identity cannot be activated. As a result, the mind is not aware of why it is incarnated here or what its higher purpose is. So common sense is not activated and it doesn't connect with the higher self through intuition and logical thinking. World liberation. Ascension is by definition the path of those who wish to consciously move to a higher level of light. It can only be found when consciousness has expanded sufficiently through understanding each lesson given during successive lifetimes. The moment the majority realizes that they have been deceived, world liberation will be a reality. In our new 5D world, there is no aging or death program. Special abilities will be the norm when the 12 strands of DNA are restored in humankind. When you reach what may consider the prime of life, age 30, you will remain in this state, and older people will begin to gradually rejuvenate until they reach that age. This is because after the full activation of all 12 strands, the programming for aging or death disappears. As this occurs, as soon as the increase to 40 Earth is exceeded to enter the 5D world. This is because the programming of the 12 DNA strands doesn't allow for physical deformities, mental illness, temporary or chronic illnesses, allergic reactions, addictions, defective organs, reduced energy levels, loss of teeth or limbs, blindness, deafness, or other sensory deficiencies. Life in fifth density and above has none of these conditions. All positions, ideologies, and beliefs are centered on the divine sovereignty of the soul. These abilities will develop gradually, as they are an inherent right of every human being. They are part of the composition of the light of love as soul energy. They include telepathic communication, manifestation through focused thought, levitation, teleportation, dematerialization, astral travel, traveling at the speed of thought, remote viewing, and clearly remembering different situations. When you feel that you have reached the maximum spiritual and conscious growth possible in life, you can dematerialize your body and materialize in a body that corresponds to the advanced world in which you wish to spend your next physical life. Rest assured that this divine evolutionary process has already begun and cannot be stopped. With this knowledge, you will be able to enjoy your life to the fullest. This is the best way to wish everyone a happy and healthy future, filled with intense love for others. This year is the best start for everything new that is to come. Breaking news. Chinese hackers break into the Treasury Department. Trump reaffirmed his desire to welcome legal immigrants. Trump calls US inflation disastrous, but predicts a fantastic 2025. X22 report. Donald Trump nominated someone new to lead all agencies except one. Trump controls the top. China is about to make a move on Taiwan. Italy bans ground-mounted solar panels. Biden bans oil and gas drilling in Nevada. Credit card defaults rise. Central bank prepares to take down the system. Elon Musk proclaims Zelensky the all-time champion of money grabbing after Biden's gift, according to social file. Zelensky's New Year missile is suggested to be a montage of old YouTube videos. Russian gas transit through Ukraine to Europe ceases. The person most responsible for the European debacle is the thing, not the person, is social democracy, according to journalist Jorge Elbaum. The rate cut encourages European stock markets in 2024 and boosts gold and Bitcoin. More than 400,000 people gathered in Istanbul to condemn the conflict in Gaza. Senegal to expel foreign troops in 2025. NASA rejects conspiracy theory about the Starliner crew wearing Santa hats on International Space Station. Many users claim that the hats are a clear sign of a conspiracy theory and that astronauts are actually in a film studio on Earth. Predictions. Very low temperatures are coming along with higher food prices. Prophetic warning in a dream. Death of former President Jimmy Carter initiates change. This is a turning point. Doomsday predictions by John P. Smith. The military continues to push the narrative that UFOs could be a threat as a scare tactic to increase funding. Governments and media outlets are chasing those who contradict the weather narrative, using such attacks as a way to distract attention. Global food and fuel shortages are causing unrest in Europe and the Middle East as globalists ban traditional farming. Ukraine and Russia are expected to reach a deal this year. Ukraine would lose the Donbas region and Crimea, but Russia would not occupy the country. If the US entrenches itself in a regional conflict with Israel or Ukraine, China would seize the opportunity to invade Taiwan. Once Trump takes office, cannabis would be removed from the drug list. According to his promise to RFK Jr., Trump will release the JFK assassination files. Trump is expected to repeal the mandate for electric vehicles in 2035, so car manufacturers are abandoning electric cars. The world is not yet ready to use solar, wind, or geothermal energy in its entirety. Consumer rejection of electric vehicles is telling. There is no basic infrastructure to support an all-electric economy, and that is why clean energy investments fail. The future is uncertain and the end is always near. In quotes, the illusion of freedom will continue as long as it is profitable to maintain. When the illusion becomes too costly to maintain, they will simply take down the scenery, draw the curtains, move the tables and chairs, and you will see the brick wall at the back of the theater, according to Frank Zappa. And that's all for today. Thanks a lot, dear friends.